1160 WCCSradio.com at 7:44. It is 16 away from 8 o'clock. We're awaiting the arrival of Kelly Fox from ICTC. Meanwhile, two of the students that she has sent to us today are in the studio with us, so we'll get to them in just a second or so. I want to give you the weather forecast, though, for today because it's such a good forecast. Sunshine mixed with clouds today, a high temperature of 75 degrees. Going to drop it down to 53 tonight, cloudy and breezy. Then tomorrow, the first day of spring. Spring begins at 5:01 a.m. tomorrow, mostly cloudy, breezy, chance of showers at a high of 56. On Friday, mostly sunny, breezy, 47. 47 again on Saturday, cloudy and breezy with light rain. And Sunday, mostly sunny, a high temperature of 48 degrees. Right now in downtown Indiana, our temperature this morning is 38. It's actually going backwards. We were up to 44. Now we're down to 38 degrees. It's Indiana in the morning on WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Indiana County 911 is looking okay. There's nothing new to report to you there, which means folks are having a good day out there on the road. So for our ICTC segment today, we are highlighting some great student achievements through the extracurricular programs at ICTC. So we're a couple of NTH students in the studio with us this morning. We're going to be introduced to them in just a second or so. And in addition, the Skills USA students are off to the state competition at the beginning of April, and Mrs. Fox is supposed to come in and visit with us about that as well here on Indiana in the morning, 7:46. Right now, let's meet our students. Our visit this morning presented by Marcus and Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 3 years in a row, and the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. I'm meeting them for the first time today as well, and I'm assuming you're our NTHS students, right? Well, it's good to meet you both. You are?
Monica Dixon.
And your home school district is?
Indiana.
You're at Indiana. And you are?
Denver Matris.
And you are from?
Homer Center.
You're a Homer Center student. All right. So let's start with our Indiana student this morning and find out about you and the extracurricular activities that ICTC and the various things that you're doing here in this year. What year are you in? Are you a senior?
Yes, I'm a senior.
You're a senior. So let's learn about you and what your ICTC experience has been like. What do you do there that has been such a standout? What program are you in, number one?
I'm in welding.
You're in welding?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we think of extracurricular activities with welding, you probably have some really fun things that you do.
Yeah.
What are they?
Well, I'm in the NTHS. Mm-hmm. I am the treasurer of that group.
Uh-huh.
And
for folks who don't know, what does NTHS stand for?
It's National Technical Honor Society.
Uh-huh. So you're the treasurer for the group.
Yes.
And what does it do? What are some of the things that you do with NTHS?
We plan out, we have
I assume you have a ceremonial night,
yes.
An induction night.
Yep.
And you're a part of that. And the students from all the different programs are involved, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me about your ambitions as a welding student. Do you plan to pursue that as a career?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? What brought you to it? What was the exciting thing about welding that appealed to you?
Well, my dad's always in the shop, so.
Oh, yeah? He's a welder?
No, it's kind of like a side thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But it got you interested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are so many careers that they talk about at ICTC, and that's one of the ones that they highlight the most because there seem to be all kinds of job opportunities in welding. Have you had some contact? Do you actually get outside and work in the welding field?
Yeah, we do. I have gotten some job opportunities.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, terrific. Now let's turn to our Homer Center student, Mrs. Fox is finally with us here this morning. My goodness, you're late. And find out what you do.
All right, I'm Denver Matris. I'm a senior at ICTC, and I am part of the graphics program at ICTC, and I'm also the secretary in NTHS, and I've been for the last 2 years.
Yeah, okay. So the graphics program at ICTC, and of course we see that all the time. There, Mrs. Fox has it. Show it to our camera over there. There you go. The graphics program. They're responsible for the wonderful labels that come with our treats that Mrs. Fox brings from the culinary department. We get treated well by ICTC. What are some of the things you do in graphics?
Well, currently we are all kind of collaborating and working on the yearbook that will be handed out and sold to the ICTC students towards the end of the year. I've been a part of the Skills USA competition. I did not win, unfortunately, but it was a good experience. I made a T-shirt design, presented it. We also do we make T-shirts. We did a van wrap last year for the ICTC. Just fun little activities.
Yeah. Little activities, but they have big skills associated with them and wonderful career opportunities as well. You get to learn how those skills apply in any number of different fields.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Honor Society for ICTC students as well. It's a really important part of what you do there at the school, and it sounds like both of you are having a wonderful time with it. You're a senior as well?
Yes.
All right, terrific. Mrs. Fox, let's bring you in on this conversation here this morning. First of all, you brought us some lovely treats from the culinary department.
I did. Vanilla Swiss rolls. And just look at how festive they are because they're colored especially for the season.
Yeah.
Looks like a little Easter egg in there. And so I hope that you and the staff here at the radio station truly enjoy those.
Hold those up for our
Yeah,
camera.
Monica will hold those up.
There's the camera right over there.
Very good.
Nice.
Nice. Yes. And they do need refrigerated.
They
So
do.
a little high maintenance this time.
Well, I don't know that they need refrigerated because we might just wipe them out all at once.
That works. I was hoping you would do that so that there is no high maintenance. That would be good.
Yeah. So NTHS at ICTC is a pretty vibrant program. The requirements to be a member of NTHS, they're no small thing.
No. So overall performance is what is evaluated to select our membership. And so not only are we looking at the academic performance at ICTC, but we're looking back at the sending school or the home educated environments, cyber environments. Our students come from many different academic areas now. And so when we look at those grades, overall, everybody needs to have that 93.5% or above. And our students do. And so last night we recognized 30 new members at our induction ceremony. 30 new members. So our students are knocking it out of the park and doing very, very well. So not only are they learning those valuable technical skills at ICTC, they're hitting the books as well.
Yeah. Now, were you in it previously, or was this your induction last night?
Yeah, it was my induction last night.
Your induction last night.
Yeah.
What was it like for you?
I think it was a very nice opportunity.
Pretty exciting.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I bet you. What about you?
I have been in NTHS this last year as well.
Denver had a leadership role last night. And so for the officers especially who have already gone through induction, we put them into a leadership role at the podium last night. So they each had a part to add to the program in front of the parents. And I will say Denver did an excellent job at the podium. He did. Yeah. So I had no fear about him coming to the radio this morning because he did very, very well at the microphone last night.
Well, that's terrific. Now, Skills USA, of course, is another big part of the ICTC experience, isn't it?
It is. And so upcoming, as you know, back in January, we talked about students going on to the regional or the district competition. So from there, the first place finishers get to go on a trip to Hershey. And so that trip is coming up first week in April. And we have 6 competitors, 3 different categories, because there are 2 teams from our digital communications that are going out and competing in Hershey. And we have we have 2 separate competitors in culinary arts, one for the baking and one for the restaurant management.
Mm-hmm. That's terrific.
Yeah. So Liliana Swalga, Giovanna Previtt, Riley Komlowski, Lizzie Dillon, Kenny LeBrier, and Gracie Anderson. Those are our ICTC students going on to the state competition. So we want to wish them the best of luck. And hey, you never know.
Yeah. Well, it highlights the fact that it's a really complete educational experience at ICTC. not only are you working on those areas of your chosen program, but it's the whole educational picture that comes together here.
That's right. That's right. And so because they've picked their areas to compete in, and they're competing against peers across the state now who have similar interest, and it really allows those with the best skills to rise to the top of the competition.
Yeah.
And they'll get to go on to nationals if they're in that first place seat.
Yeah.
Yes.
And meanwhile, they're looking at what happens after school and getting on to their chosen career or further education or both.
Right.
Which is always a possibility that you can work in your chosen field and also pursue education at the same time.
That's right. That's right. I know Giovanna that I mentioned from the baking category. She is moving on to the culinary school, and she is applying. Not only is she doing everything that she's doing in high school and then doing the skills, she's one of our perfect attenders. She never misses school, and she's out there applying for each and every scholarship that comes her way because she really wants to add those scholarship dollars to her tuition bill.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting thing because a lot of the students are able to earn money in whatever is their field of study through the course of their school years.
Yes.
Some are able to do that at the same time, apply for other aid so that they can pursue. But it speaks to the idea that there's an ambition there, and there's also the desire to go out there and actually earn their way through.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
that's pretty exciting.
I just caught the news headline. I didn't read the story, but there is a young man out there that over $1 million he got in scholarships. Yeah, so I need to go back and find that story and motivate my students to fill out more applications. But when you really go after it, you can get some dollars, and we are advertising each and every scholarship on our ICTC website, and then I've created a Google Classroom page for the seniors in the class of 2025. So as these scholarship applications are being shared with me, I'm putting them right up on the Google Classroom page for them to have access to and complete and send away.
Very well done. Very well done by both of you, too, both here this morning on Indiana in the Morning, and congratulations on that National Honor Society. That's a wonderful thing.
It's nice working with all these students. They're excellent.
School year's coming to an
Amazing
end
students.
pretty soon here, too.
We
isn't
just
it?
said that yesterday. We are filled to the max from now till the end of May because we're just gearing up to wind it down.
That's the way that it goes.
Yes.
That's the way that it goes. Well, thank you for inviting these students to come join us
Yes,
today.
I want to thank them for taking time out of their day to make this happen. I invited more, but some have to work, and it's just, interesting. Everyone is busy, and so not everybody gets to come here, but those that do, I'm glad that they do.
Yeah.
So thanks
I
for
am
having
too.
us. Thanks
I
for
am
having
too.
us.
Thanks to Culinary, thanks to Graphic Arts as
Yes.
well for what they've done for us. It is Indiana in the Morning.
And thank
it's
you, Todd.
Well, thank you, Kelly. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Coming up, a couple of moments away from now,